I'm down to the final touches on this Yellow Rose of Texas journal. And one of the things I decided to do was add this piece of lace to the cover. I had it glued halfway, but I thought I'd turn the camera on and just show you how I'm doing this because it's a little bit tricky because of all of these swirls in here. And then I have some other things that I want to finish up on this journal. The back inside cover, for one thing. I finally decided what I'm going to put there. I'm going to use one of the roses that I created with the stencil. It's a yellow one. It's not pink like most of the ones I did, but anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm just going to put this glue on these little swirls, hopefully. Hope it didn't come through too much. But it should be okay. This one is kind of over here. That's the thing about going halfway. If you don't know where you stopped, you have to check and see. And also, I don't want to go too far to the top because I have it extending over the edge about 1/4 to 1/2 inch on each end. So, just getting it glued. I got it on there anyway, so we'll see how this goes. Use one of these dry baby wipes to press that down. Okay, this is not the final cover I'm going to do for this. I have some ideas, but I haven't decided for sure what I want to do, so I just thought I'd put that lace on there, and at least you can tell what's the front and what's the back, because the back and the front basically look alike, so this will at least have that lace on there to distinguish it, and I think it looks pretty. I like that. I like this little bit of that lace sticking over the edge. So that is done. Now on the very back page here, the inside cover, I added that little tab right there. And I stamped that, and it didn't stamp well, so I'm going to go back in with a pen, I think, and touch it up. This is one of the yellow roses that I did with the stencil. And I did cut the leaves from where they were right here, and I moved them over a little bit because I just think it looks better on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this yellow rose fabric to the back, and then I've got little pieces all over the place where I tore it, and then put this kind of burlap linen kind of look thing. I don't know what kind of fabric this is. It's on a roll, and it has the edges overcast. So I took that off. I just cut it off, cut the threads and pulled it off, and then frayed it a little bit. And I want it to hang over the edge so that it shows at the back like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to use this Craft Bond quick dry glue, and I hope it works better than the Fabri-Tac on this, but we will find out. I'm going to put that aside, and I think I'm just going to put the glue on this page, and then lay the fabric down on there. I'm going to put some glue out on this piece of cardboard so I can use this mask spreader makeup thing to spread the glue on there. This, I don't know, it's gotten clogged, and I can't seem to get that unclogged, so I'm not using that tip. And it's probably going to glop out like it did the last time I used it. There it comes. I don't know how much I need. I'd rather have too much than not enough, so I don't have to pour it out again. It's probably not enough. That seems to be the way it goes. Oh, of course, that's not enough. I may put Fabri-Tac around the edges of this too, just to make sure that it does not come up. I'll get some of this out. Okay, maybe this will spread a little better now. This fabric is the same, I think, as that. I think that is right. It's been so long since I put that on there, I've kind of forgotten what I used. My mother had some fabric that she was making bags and embroidering on that is similar to that. So I don't know if that was that one or this. This is going to take way more glue than I'm expecting it to. I may have to do what I did with that lace on the cover and do half and then come back and do the other half. I think that might be a good idea. And there. And with this piece, I just tore it so the edges were kind of fringed. Let's see. I want it to stick out a little bit beyond the edge. And I want it to be straight. Oops. If it's sticking out too far, I'll just cut it off or reposition it. Oh, I didn't get it far enough that way. I'm going to have to reapply my glue. Okay. Just a little bit past that. That's good. Hopefully when I glue this piece on there, it will help hold it down. I hope. Okay. Hopefully the rest of it will be easier to do. And I need more glue again. Maybe that'll be enough. Okay, I want to get up next to this where I stopped. More glue, more glue. It's taking much more glue to glue it down than I was expecting it to. This is Elmer's Craft Bond Elmer's Craft Bond Quick Dry Glue. There, I said it. Okay. This may be a little bit bumpy under here, I don't know. But that's one reason I'm putting this heavier fabric on it, is to kind of even it out. Okay, I'm going to do this real quick. I don't know what I've got right there that's bumped up, but maybe I'll run some more glue down that edge. That's kind of smooth. I hope that'll do the trick. Okay, let's see how even we got it here. That looks pretty good. This is a little bit low right there, and it could be a little higher up there, but oh well. Such is life. It's on. I don't think I'm going to try to take it off and do it over. Okay. And then I'm going to put this one on here, just inside of that. And I kind of like that the roses on that fabric are showing through this open weave. So, and I think I may just leave that little ruffle-like thing there to kind of cover up the place where it's connected. Okay, so here we go again. I think on this one, I want to put the glue on this and then just lay it down on there. I don't know which is the right side or the wrong side. I think it's pretty much even Steven, so we'll just do that. I'm going to take this piece of baking paper, just put it like that, so that will flop over that way. Maybe I'll tape it down so it doesn't go sliding around. I'm going to put out enough that this time I can get this glued without it having to go back and forth so many times. Excuse me. Okay. And I'm not going to put the glue on the fringe itself there. I'm just going to glue up to the edge. I may speed this up so you don't have to watch me tediously gluing all this. It's just a matter of spreading glue. Yes. It's probably going to go through this burlap kind of fabric too, so I don't know how that's going to work out, but anyway, we'll find out. That's what I always say, we'll find out what's going to happen. And I thought that was enough glue. I was wrong. Okay. Guess I'll be using this glue up pretty soon here. Okay. Just kind of trying to spread it to that edge. Even it out a little bit. It's not going to be any strain on this. It just needs to stay in place and not fall out of the book. No falling pages, please. Okay, it's glued. Now I just need to place it on there. And that really did come through. You can see right there what happened. Put that aside. Bring this back over. Okay. Let's see if I can get this on here without making a mess. This is one of those times you think, oh, I could use another hand here. Okay. Get my arm in the glue. Go away, glue. That looks like it's painted. It's going to have to dry before it's, I can close the book again because it's, I mean, it's almost like this side is the side that I put the glue on. It's not it, is it? No, it's not. But it sure is sticky. No, it's not. Okay, well, this should be interesting. I think I'm going to take this paper and just lay it down on there and press that down. Yep, it's kind of sticky. I guess that's what happens when you put a lot of glue on that burlap type fabric. It just doesn't want to stay, and it's sure not sticking. So I'm going to put some Fabri-Tac on it too. I didn't expect this to be such a challenge to get it to stick. I'm just going to pull this up and go across there. Okay. And then maybe if the corners are stuck down good, it'll be okay. It's also going to change the texture of this fabric. It's not going to be soft like it was, I don't think. Okay. Very strange. I'm just doing it with y'all live and in person and making mistakes. So there it is. I think I'm going to let this dry for a little bit before I put the other elements on there. So I will turn off the camera for a little bit and then I'll come back and finish this up. When I came back to this after the glue had dried and I filmed finishing this page, when I looked at the video, I had messed up somehow and the sound was off and the picture was wrong. So anyway, I'm not going to use that because it also messed up when I tried to upload it. So anyway, since I'm trying to recreate what I had before, I thought I'd show you. This is the stenciling I did with the stencils that I cut myself. With these stencils that I cut. This one is the main yellow part, the lighter yellow. And then this piece is the dark, when I put the dark shading on it. And then this is the leaves. What I did is I also had this one. And I thought it looked better with what I have in this book, so I used it. But I just fussy cut around it. And I moved the leaves over a little bit from where I originally had them placed on the stencil. And glued that to this. And then when I glued the whole thing down, I just glued everything together. I used my glue stick, which is Elmer's Craft Bond Extra Strength Glue Stick, and glued this down with some Fabri-Tac around the edges. And then I stamped this piece with this stamp, which is, it says Inspired by Life, Created by Hand, and it says One of a Kind Art Created by. And I just filled that blank in with Linda's Paperworks. And I put a piece of the lace from the outside, this lace, behind there, and a piece of the rose fabric underneath the stamp. And that's pretty much all I did to it. I'm leaving this little piece here. It's just kind of a fringe or something. I don't know what I would call that. But anyway, so you didn't have to suffer through all the gluing process. It was enough to suffer through that first part with me when I was using so much glue. But sometimes that's what it takes, I guess. I don't know if I could have used the nozzle on this glue and just put it out that way and spread it. It probably would have been less glue, but this is clogged up, as I said, and I have not been successful in getting it unclogged. So anyway, it is what it is. It's glued down, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere, so I'm happy about that. I finished this off with a few speckles from this stamp. I just used the very edge of this right here and just put a little bit around. And I've done that in other places in the book. So look, I kind of colored that with colored pencil to fix it up. So, and added a little lace there and other little splatters here and there. Just as a little decorative touch, I guess is what you call it. And it kind of gives some continuity throughout the book because I've done it in other places as well, even on that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope the gluing process didn't wear you out as it kind of did me. Anyway, hope you have a great day. I hope to see you next time. And if you think about it, give me a thumbs up if you want to. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.